As far as the blue collar trades, I think electrical, plumbing, and HVAC is probably like your safest bet and your fastest way to money. I'm saying go for it, kid. I'm like this, go Rocky! But whenever I ask, I'm like, I can grow it from here to here, but I need to get paid that much more. Okay.
Little bro is in Job Corps for carpentry. Plan is 1 year of that, 1 year of HVAC, and then 4 years of apprenticeship for carpentry. Does dabbling in HVAC like that make sense or no? What would you do in his shoes? He's 18 and he might be open to other trades.
You know, I don't hate that move. It's kind of like splitting your roads. I mean, I don't know. He'll probably burn out and he won't go back to school for the cabinetry or whatnot. HVAC is not going anywhere. I think as far as the blue collar trades, I think electrical, plumbing, and HVAC is probably like your safest bet and your fastest way to money. You're guaranteed like earn your own pay dough. Let him make up his own mind and do his own thing, but broadening his horizon under the same like ladder of cabinet making, framing, etc. Like being like an electrician and understanding plumbing is that's really good. That's like being like a boxer and like a Krav Maga.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. I like both of those. So I'm not going to rain on him or prohibit. Let the kid do what he wants. If he's aggressive and he wants it all, there's nothing to say if one softens up or if you can understand the trade, or you can just become a builder or just become a bigger component of an individual builder. I don't hate that. I love it. I don't think he's going to be able to pull it off, but because I've never seen it done, but I'd love it if he did it. I'm not trying to be a hater. I'm saying go for it, kid. I'm like this, go Rocky! Go Chris, eat my ass! I'll coat your little beard in piss. I heard you went to Canada. Did you bring me anything back?
Mm-mm.
You thoughtless prick.
Customs wouldn't let me.
I buy you all those guitars and I let you bring your onion-scented body over my beautiful potpourri-scented home, and you stinky man. I spent $1,400 on one of those guitars for you.
Lawrence Hardy with $20. Age 29. I've been in e-commerce marketing for 5 years. Promoted to creative manager, making $70K a year. I want to make commissions on digital sales. I know where the bodies are buried. How to make them see things my way.
You worked in...
He's been working in e-commerce marketing for 5 years. Promoted to creative manager, making $70K a year. I want to make commissions on digital sales. I know where the bodies are buried. How to make them see things my way.
Yeah, you have to get paid. You have to get paid for that kind of stuff. Just when it comes to uncomfortable time, you have to just stop and say, "Hey, man, this isn't enough money." What do you mean? This isn't enough money. This part right here. I need to get commissioned from here to here. It's uncomfortable. You have to have it. It is what it is. Sitting there and eating it and biting your shirt is not going to get it done. So it has to make sense. You know what I mean? Commissionable comps have to make sense for the whole company, but let them break that down to you on why it won't make sense. So say it absolutely has to happen. This job as a whole isn't worth it. You know, it has to. Can you please pay me from X to X, and then have a plan on growing it. Say, hey, you're doing 100,000 now. I can grow it from 100 to 150,000. I'd like to make 35% of that. So you'd like to make. So what you're telling me is you'd like to make 35% of 50,000. Yes, that's what I'm telling you. You would be happy if that happens. Yes, like that. That's the sort of the way it should go down. But most people, when I think I've seen it like just in general. But whenever I ask them, like I can grow it from here to here, but I need to get paid that much more. Okay, that's how most that's a decent way to ask for more money. Don't just be like, hey, I've been working here for a while. You know, you have had to have had that conversation already. So if you're gonna move, like if anybody came to me like, Nick, I can take your business from X to X. Okay, cool. How much money do you want? I want $60,000 to do that. Okay, if it makes sense, cool. Well, I don't have anybody making that much money in my book. Okay, that can't happen. But I can pay you half that. Okay, and we can see if you grow. I don't believe that you're gonna grow that. You know what I mean? At least, hey, you bumped yourself. You know, you bumped them. But start the conversation. It's awkward. It's weird. You know what I mean? Listen, you can't have sex if you don't have permission. And someone saying, "Do you want to have sex?" is strange, right?
Yeah.
But you're not having sex if you don't ask, right? How do you do it when you get the guitars?
I said, well, we already have rapport.
Yeah, you have a rapport. But the first time,
it was a little bit of a dance.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a dance.
It was a little bit of a dance, but easy.
But it was easy enough. You definitely right away. But good luck with that, man. I mean, you have to, like, again, having a plan is like, because there's nothing more annoying with someone just, well, there's not more, I don't want to say annoying. There's just nothing, it doesn't look good when you're just like, more money. It just doesn't, why? Justify it. And I know it should, I know everybody, no one's like sitting there waiting and figuring out ways to pay you more. And you just assume that. You can't, and don't like vilify someone for not doing that. You wouldn't. You know what I mean? If things are going okay, you're like, all right, things are good. You got your eyes on other parts of the ship. It's not saying you're sitting there counting your money, smoking cigars, but there's nothing more when someone's just like, more money. So you have to like sort of justify the existence and whatnot.
Yeah. Derek with $20. Big fan, Nick. I'm a trucker for 9 years now. I have little car knowledge, but I'm inspired to get into a car salesman role. Any tips on what to read about cars and sales? Thanks.
I don't know. Come in open-minded, man. There's the day of reading books about being a car salesman are dead, man. Like that like hyper. It's being a car salesman is it's basically like understanding how much money you want to make. You know what I mean, and not having it like this vague cutaway in the sky. It's pretty straightforward. If you're coming from truck driving, where you want to be like you wouldn't be appreciated at a luxury dealership. They would like you have to be a when you sell Mercedes. I would like my day would constantly be out people. Be like, oh yeah, you go to the Ocean House? Yeah, I stay there for a month. Like that's how you have to like out people.
Yeah.
And it sucks. And I would hate to see like a truck driver be like, I drove truck, and they'd be like, oh, what does he know about my Mercedes? Like, oh Todd, don't be mean. She's like a 90-pound hollow shell husk of a shell. Like a ninth runner-up for homecoming queen her entire life. Yeah. And you have to like, kowtow to this. Yeah. I had a particularly good time doing it. But if I was coming from trucks, I mean GMC, you're gonna get your GMC guys, your purists. Sell what you know, sell what you like, look at yourself in the mirror and say, what the do people buy from me? And be honest with yourself, and don't say nothing because everybody buys stuff. Even if you're the worst looking person in the chat, you know what I'd buy from you?
Yeah. Leak Too Serious with $25. Crick, y'all turned me to a bloodthirsty hound. My boss made me his right-hand man on the massage therapy business. Became an LLC and about to go in on social media. Hiring therapists and have a financial advisor. Advice.
A massage business?
Massage therapy business.
Yeah.
Going into social media and hiring therapists and having a financial advisor.
Be the best at appointment making. I got one massage last year. I don't get massages, but my cousin goes like weekly. I call like the person to get a massage. She's like, yeah, book it. It's like a month away.
Yeah.
If you're that busy, you should be driving a Rolls Royce. So schedule. Be open. Like be like open to walk-ins. Jesus Christ, without being a jerk off parlor.
There's also third-party booking apps. Like I know barbers use them a lot. I don't know what they're called, but there's like third-party apps that are like super easy to for booking stuff like that. Like
fucking massages are like nine weeks out. I hate that. I'm like, I want one today.
Yeah.
I don't schedule shit.
Yeah.
I definitely don't have time to schedule massages, but every time I do, I go back to get it.
Shay with $25. Hey Nick, I'm 21 from Kentucky and want to switch jobs. I want to switch to something like car sales, but lack experience. I make mediocre money at a warehouse. Any resources you could recommend to prep for / get the job?
Yeah, I don't know. Spending a little bit of time studying the car business. I mean, I've said hours of shit about selling cars online on YouTube. You can find it pretty easily. Coming in green is not the worst thing in the world. It's not like you guys are acting like having no experience is the worst thing. Being honest about it is okay. What I would do if I were anybody like coming into it is say, I don't know anything about it. I'm a straight shooter. I'm a nervous person. I'm thorough, and I listen. I shut my mouth and I open my ears and I shut my mouth and I'll do whatever you want and I'll show up here every day. Realistically, imagine the car business like the gym. Like the more you're there, the heavier you can lift. The heavier you can lift is the bigger your paycheck. And I would say I have a cousin who sells 25 cars a month, and he told me I'm gonna download everything that he told me, and he's given me 4 hours of like an audio kicking in. I'm gonna listen to that, and it's basically that's basically the art of the sale.
And are you gonna be the guy who puts the weights back in the right place?
That's right.
Are you gonna take the plates off the bench?
Are you gonna scream and not lift a lot of weight? Are you gonna jump rope in the middle of the gym?
Are you gonna bring a duffel bag? Are you gonna be that guy that brings a huge bag and leaves shit everywhere?
Yeah, you're gonna be eating broccoli in the lobby.
Are you gonna be playing music off your phone speaker because you have no headphones?
Right. Are you gonna stink?
I saw somebody brought a JBL speaker.
Yeah, that's gotta
with
stop.
His boys.
Yeah, that would stop.
At LA Fitness.
Right. Yeah,
Anyways.
that's why I don't go to LA Fitness. Fucking shit.
Yeah.
I saw a kid sitting on a squat rack one time, like taking be like, yeah. I wanted to kill everybody in the gym.
Yeah.
I wish I could hit a button and drown the entire gym because I'm a good swimmer. I'd be able to swim out. I'm like, oh, you can't swim?
Anywho.
But yeah. I mean, good luck. But honestly, it's all showing. But anybody who's thinking about it, saying you're green and you don't know anything is not bad. Most managers would rather have that than hear you've picked up bad habits. And most managers want to hear themselves talk, so just listen to them. They will teach you the ins and outs of that specific dealership. Then the rest of it is getting fast and being honest and learning how to be honest while still selling cars. You know what I mean? Because there is like a fine balance. You know, you still want to sell the cars at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So it's your way. There is no magic in the car business, and people who are like, I got ripped off. You're a who did no research, and now you're blaming everybody but yourself. I paid too much. Why did you pay too much? What are you? Well, I went there, and then I found one online after for $2,000 less.